Okay, I am live. Alright, I'm live. I need to grab the stream link. Alright, I'm gonna give it like a minute for people to come in, but yeah, Nvidia's about to break out. Look at Nvidia. It wants that big breakout. If we break out, we're about to make some good money on the calls we bought on Nvidia. We bought calls yesterday, like at the top here, I guess, but I don't care. We got time on those. We got plenty of time. Time is on our side. This is why you don't go big on weekly or daily expiration calls. Or no, they don't even have daily, right? It's weekly. Yeah, it's weekly. It's weekly calls. So, yeah. Do you just do this full time? Full time, bro. I do this for like an hour. The only reason I stream is because I run a Discord. Sometimes I just want to cancel the Discord and just stop the YouTube videos and just trade. Yeah, I just do this quote-unquote full-time. I don't know if you can call it full-time. I mean, full-time, you just click buy and then you click sell. That's not much full-time. That's like super-duper 1 minute time, I guess. Yeah, our Nvidia calls are in the money right now. They're in the money barely by $5. Our Ethereum calls are we're down $50 on those. Not much happening right now. We're just kind of sitting here. Not really concerned about anything or on any of the stocks I'm holding. Yeah, I don't really know. Oh, yeah. I need to talk about... Okay, so hopefully if you're in the Discord, you better be watching this because I'm about to go over. Look at that breakout. NVIDIA wants this. NVIDIA wants this breakout. We're about to go big green because if it breaks out, we're going to like 187. So we're about to be like... Yeah, our NVIDIA calls right now are up almost $100. So I should have bought more. Oh, well. 2 is good enough. 2 is good enough. Let me see. What am I looking for, guys? Oh, okay, so I need to do some teaching here. Let me see, what do I need to teach? Okay, so risk. Okay, let's talk about risk. Let me record this one. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, it's your host Shades here, Shades and Trades. We're going to talk about budgeting. A lot of people don't budget. A lot of people don't budget their account. They have 100K, 200K, 50K. They have an account size 5-6 figures, but they don't budget. Here's what they do instead of budgeting. What they do is they take their entire account and lump sum it in a risky stock, hoping to get rich quick. Oh my God, Sybil is up 13%. I slapped that ass this morning, guys. I don't know if you're in the Discord, you saw that. I slapped that ass. I literally woke up and I'm like, I'm just gonna slap that ass because this thing is gonna run on the small account challenge. Because I'm doing a 100% win rate on Nvidia challenge and a small account challenge. So literally I'd open, I was just like, I'm just going to slap that ass. I don't give a fuck. I know this is going to run. If there's war, cool. Simple benefits. This is easy money. You'd have to be dumb not to buy this. Crystal, if you're watching this, Crystal, I'm very disappointed in you, Crystal. Because you've been around my channel long enough to know, like, this is how you grow your account, buying these penny stocks. When they're cheap. So that thing's going to run and it's going to be beautiful. Nvidia calls, I've been pounding the table on those. That's going to be beautiful too. We're about to make thousands of dollars. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord, patreon.com/shadesandtrades. This is too easy. I don't know why it is easy. It just is. I don't know. It's just easy for me. It's too easy. I don't know why. I wish it wasn't this easy. Somebody gave me a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So budgeting. So if you have 100K and you have a list of 3 stocks that you like, let's say you like Nvidia, Sybil, and Bitcoin, you don't just go, hey, I'm going to lump sum all 100K in Nvidia. Or I'm going to lump sum everything into Bitcoin. What you do, well, you wouldn't be able to with 100K, but you get the point. What you do is you split it based on risk. So we know that Sybil, being a penny stock, is one of the riskier stocks. We know Bitcoin is volatile, and I would put that as the second riskiest, so I'm going to move it up. Oops, why can't I move you? Why can't I move you? Okay, there we go. So let's move up. Let's order this by risk. So Sybil is the riskiest, Bitcoin second riskiest, and Nvidia. Why are you not moving down? Why is it doing this to me? Can I not? Okay, I guess I can't. I thought I could order them. Maybe I don't know how to use this. Anyways, the riskiest is Sybil. Second riskiest is Bitcoin. Nvidia is the third riskiest. Wait, did I get that wrong? No, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Okay, so you have 100K. Sybil is the riskiest because it's a double zero penny stock. Bitcoin is volatile. Second riskiest. Nvidia is the third riskiest. So you have 100K. You don't want to just be like, oh, I'm just going to go 100K on this double zero penny stock to try to get rich quick. Or you'll end up like Polish Girl. You know what? Here's the story of Polish Girl. Polish Girl, what she did is she has 600K to trade with. She bought Rigetti stock at the top. It dropped 50%. She lost 300K. Because she was greedy and she had no budget. And then she lost that other 300K. And then she got, from what I heard, she borrowed 100K from Daddy. So now she's in the stock market again with 100K to play with again. So until she learns to budget, she's just going to keep blowing up. Because I don't know what kind of stock she's playing to be able to lose an initial 300K and then another 300K on top of that. So budgeting is very important. If you're not budgeting, you're just going to destroy yourself. So for example, Sybil, you would want to only trade with 10K. No more than 10K per Sybil trade. That leaves you with 90K. And now you take that 90K and you budget it between Nvidia and Bitcoin. Bitcoin being the second riskiest, you would only want to put in like 30K. And that leaves you 60K for Nvidia. The reason you do this is because Nvidia, and I should get my whiteboard here. Yeah, you guys have no idea. I got stories for days. There's people that have blown up. They joined the Discord. They blow up their accounts being greedy and stupid. And then they leave and they cry. And then they go borrow money from a bank or from mommy and daddy. I wish I had a mommy and daddy that could give me 100K. I wish. Alright, so we know as of right now, this is the whiteboard. I'm going to grab the whiteboard. Let's add some text in here. And so Sybil, Bitcoin, and Nvidia. So your budget, you have 100K, right? 10K maximum for Sybil. 30K maximum for Bitcoin. And 60K maximum for Nvidia. So there you go. Now you have budgeted your account for these three different stocks. Obviously, if you have like 20 stocks that you want to trade, you might want to reduce that to like a couple of stocks, like 3 to 5. You want to have 3 to 5 stocks in your watch list that are your bread and butter. That comes with experience, but you'll know like what your bread and butter is. Like my bread and butter is Nvidia and Mora and Sybil. I have 100% win rate on all three because they're my bread and butter. I know them like the back of my hand. I've been trading them for years. So you kind of have to do the same thing. With experience, you will find what your bread and butter is, what your setups are. And accordingly, you want to budget your 100K account. And that way you don't blow up. You know, if it doesn't work out on Sybil and you blow up 10K, whatever, you still got 90K. In fact, 60K here on Nvidia, if you make 10% on that, that's 6K. So, I mean, and then you do it twice, that's 12K. So you just made back what the 10K you lost on Sybil and 2K plus profit. If you were to do the opposite and be stupid, this is what people do. They're stupid. This is what people do. Let me show you what people do. They don't do this shit. Here's what they do. They do the opposite. I'm going to put, 90K. I'm going to put, oops, what the hell happened? What happened? No. I don't know what just happened there. Okay. So here's what people do. They have an account of 100K. They go Sybil maybe 90K. If not really, they're just going to go all in. But that's just for the sake of math. They go 90K on Sybil and then Bitcoin like 0 and Nvidia 0. and then some other shitty stock, 10K on that. Some shitty, like super shitty stock that they think is going to go 10x and they'll make 100K. Woo, my account just grew from 100K to 200K, and then Sybil's going to go to the moon and I'm going to have 1 million. Woo, right? This is how greedy people think because they don't know any better. So if they get fucked here on Sybil, they lose 90% of their account, and then they only have 10K on their other shitty stock, which is also probably going to drop, and now they have an account size of 0 or less than 10K at best. You see that? So it makes a huge difference to budget your account so that you don't blow up. That's budgeting saves you from blowing up. You want to put most of your money on. Oops, come on. What is? There we go. You want to put most of your money onto the safer stocks, the blue chips. And then you can go in with 10K, 15K or whatever on Sybil. Obviously, if you have a $500,000 account, you can go riskier, right? You can go 50K Sybil, 150K Bitcoin, and 800K Nvidia. And again, even if you blow up on Sybil, and let's say you blow up on Bitcoin, that's 200K you just blew up. Let's hypothetically. You make 10% on Nvidia, that's 80K. You do that 3 times, that's 240K. And you just recovered and then some. But if you do the opposite, you're just going to blow everything up, right? So it's risk management. That's what it is. It's smart risk management. So yeah. Let me see. So hopefully that's a good lesson for people. Do not, if you'll find your stocks that are your bread and butter, and you will learn how to trade them like the back of your hand. You'll know the setups. Your confidence will be so high on those, and your conviction will be so high, and you'll rarely lose because you know the stocks so well. And again, you shouldn't be trading like 10, 20 stocks. You should have a list of 3 that you know very well. Better to be a master of 3 stocks than a jack of all trades, basically. So yeah, that's account budgeting 101. People don't do that because they go into the stock market. I'm going to go all in because I want to get rich quick and retire and not work tomorrow, basically. And that's greedy, and that's why people blow up all the time. So that's why you never see me blow up. You're never going to see me blow up because I just showed you how I budget. Like Polish girl didn't do this. She could have just put 600K on Nvidia at 130 and held, and she would have made a lot of money. Like, think about that for a second. Imagine being Polish girl with a 600K account. You take 10% profit on that. You make 60K, right? That's more than 2 McDonald's. That's more than 2 McDonald's workers who actually have to, wake up in the morning, get in their fucking red shirt or whatever, red polo, wear the hat. They got acne on their face. They got to drive their shitty, beat down car to McDonald's. And one employee from McDonald's has to work, 2 years to make that same 60K that this Polish girl could have made just by buying 600K worth of Nvidia, something blue chip, something safe that goes high over the long term, and just taking the 10%, 60K, and she did that just clicking buy and clicking sell, doing fuck all. Meanwhile, there's some poor kid who's over there with the acne, acne kid, has to drive their shitty car, has to deal with, rude customers telling them, motherfucker, I didn't want my fucking fries cold. You better go over there, you bitch, and make me some fucking hot fries with no fucking salt. Because McDonald's customers can be rude. I know because I worked at a McDonald's for like a week, and then I was like, wow, these people are assholes. I'm leaving. Because it's usually the people who, wear cum socks and have cheese Dorito dust on their fingers, extremely fat people that are just really miserable and rude who go to McDonald's. At least the one that I worked at, which is literally right down the road. But I only worked for a week there because I'm like, dude, I'm going to punch one of these fat fucks. If they keep being rude, like I'm going to fucking sock these motherfuckers. So I quit before I fucking murdered a fat fuck. So yeah. So I know what it's like to work. And it's just ridiculous to me that people come into the markets with like 50K, 80K, 300K, 600K. And they're so greedy that they rather go all in on something stupid and lose it all than just taking the 60K, which I just showed you that 18-year-old, 17-year-old, 16-year-old has to work like 2 years just to make that same amount. And I don't think people think about this. They don't. They're just thinking money, money, money. I want to get rich quick. So there's the lesson. And this is why I tell Gen X. Gen X has an advantage over millennials and Gen Z because Gen X, they've already been there. They were born in a different time. They had to work hard to save up their money. They had to work. There was no AI. There was no machines. There was no computers. They were born in a time where that didn't exist. They had to work for it. So they have a lot of patience. They know, like, I don't want to blow up. I did not work 40 years to fucking blow up. So they play it safer. They tend to be smarter in the stock market because of that patience, because patience is your edge. So there you go. That's the lesson on budgeting your account, why you should budget your account. And this is why I do this, because I just don't want to lose. I don't want to go back to McDonald's, motherfucker. Like, I don't want to go back to McDonald's. So yeah. Well, I wouldn't go back to McDonald's. I'd go to DoorDash, I guess. But yeah. So that's account budgeting 101. People don't do this at all. If you ask someone, hey, do you budget your trading account? They're going to be like, I just take setups or I just follow people on social media. That's another thing is social media is kind of like poison. It's poison. Social media is poison. Didn't some guy get killed? Charlie Kirk, he got killed. Why? From what I heard, and I don't know if this is true, and I don't want to get political. This is not about politics. I just want you to think about what I'm going to say. People are very easily influenced by social media because they pull out their phone and they just go to the same forums, the same websites, and they just get, they let it poison their brain to the point where they decide, hey, I need to go, I need to go to a church and shoot people up because they're in the wrong places of the internet, in the dark places of the internet. Like, the internet can warp your mind and it can influence you. Which is why I don't follow other YouTubers, which is why I don't really, use social media, which is why I'm not really on Reddit, which is why I don't really, I kind of just use the internet for trading at this point. Like, I don't really go to other, like, I don't want to be influenced and poisoned like that, if that makes sense. Especially nowadays, because with the propaganda for the left and right. So the point I'm trying to make is social media, ignore it, focus on you and what you can do. And you will be a better trader for it. Because some people, they want to go to social media and jump into other people's plays. And that's ridiculous. So those are my thoughts. I know that sounds crazy that I'm saying that social media is poison. Social media can be beneficial if you're using it right. But if you're, letting it poison you and warp your mind into thinking like, oh man, I need to go all in. I need to go all in because I'm going to miss out. Because everyone's saying I'm going to miss out. I need to go all in. And people are just that easily influenced, unfortunately, because people aren't socially literate. They're very illiterate when it comes to social media use. So yeah, those are my thoughts on social media. This is probably a whole nother video. Social media. Use it to your advantage, but please, don't let it warp your mind. Don't let it change how you think. Don't let it get to the point where you're kind of like, man, I need to go all in or else I'm going to miss out because everyone's saying, everyone is buying calls and I'm not. I'm going to miss out. And then you buy calls and everyone gets destroyed, including you. So do not let social media don't let social media use you. You use social media. Or just don't use it at all like I do. I just don't bother. When you go out in the real world and you meet real people, it's very different from the propaganda that you'll see online. That's all I gotta say. And remember, people on social media, they're not on your side. They're not your friends. They'll pretend to, so that they can leave you holding the bag. So always go in with that mindset of skepticism and err on the side of caution if things look too good to be true. A lot of people get scammed because they don't think. They just kind of let their mind they let themselves get influenced very easily for some reason. Again, this is not about politics. It's just about social media and how many people blow up their fucking accounts because they don't think for themselves. They let other people influence them. So yeah, budget your fucking account. Budget your fucking account, man. And, use social media responsibly. Which I know it sounds like I'm comparing it to alcohol. But a lot of people, if you take their phone away, they go crazy. They start getting the shakes. Especially Gen Z. They can't live without it. That's crazy to think about it, to compare it to alcohol like that, but that's the reality. You take people's phone away and they go nuts. They start getting the shakes. Like, where's my phone? I can't find my phone. Oh my God. You guys think I'm kidding, but I'm not. So use social media responsibly. Budget your account, and you're gonna be already head and shoulders above so many people in the markets, because a lot of people are just very, very stupid. If people were very, very smart, then there would be no such thing as people blowing up their accounts. But people do blow up their accounts. That's because there's a lot of stupid people. And if you're watching this video, clearly you're not one of the stupid ones. Clearly, you're not stupid. You're smart enough to, hopefully pay attention and not blow up your account. So there you go. That's it for this video. As always, hit like, subscribe, budget that account, use social media responsibly. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, guys. So let's see what's going on. What's going on, guys? Whoa! I got a lot of messages. BBAI Green buy rating of $8 by Wainwright. Morning, fellas. Shout out to Alex Petrosky, Nick M, and Ed, and S8888. What y'all think of XRP and government shutdown? Government shutdown. I hope it does shut down. I really hope that the government does. I hope we shut down. I really, really hope we shut down. I want the market to tank so I can buy the dip. If the market tanks because of the shutdown, buy the fucking dip. I'm telling you right now, buy the dip. People are going to overreact. They're going to get scared. And they're going to sell first, ask questions later. Buy the dip. Buy the fear. Those are my thoughts on the government shutdown. That is exactly what they do. I don't know what you're talking about, Nick M, but I'm assuming you're talking about the people that go into the markets with like 6 figures and blow up. That's exactly what they do. They just go in and they blow up, and they follow social media influencers and they blow up, because a lot of people aren't here to be, a lot of influencers on social media are not your friend. They're not here to help you. They're there to enrich themselves. So the biggest mistake one can make is go on social media and follow someone else's trades. It's better to come up with your own plays than to follow someone else. BBAI coming down or going up? What will it do today? I don't think it knows yet. Let me look at BB. I don't know. What's today? We're just going to be. I imagine we're going to be sideways today. Oh, but it's BBAI is finding support here. Yeah, it's finding support here at 650. That's awesome. I think it's better to wait. It's better to wait. I'm not buying it just yet. Let's wait to see how it closes end of day more than anything. We bought Soundhound yesterday. We bought 1,000. I can't even talk. I alerted 1,000 shares on this at $16 flat. So let me drink some water because I just talked a lot and ranted. Because it makes me angry when people blow up their account unnecessarily. But yeah, Soundhound, we blowed it up on that. NVIDIA, we got calls right now, which I think, let me see, are they in the green? Oh yeah, we're up $125 on those. Oh yeah, we're sitting pretty here on these calls. All right. NVTS, didn't that pump and dump? Yeah, it pumped here. This is let me drink water. Deep breath. Okay. NVTS near a top here, getting pushed down. This pump here was from a channel that has over 100k subs, Zip Trader U. So I don't think this is a buy. Let it come down to at least like 650 and under. Yep, I am all out today waiting to see, holding cash for a dip and buy. Yeah. They were also talking about going to war, no? Trump wants to go to war or something, wants to attack Venezuela gangs or something. Something like that. I don't know if it's true or not, but yeah, government we have a lot of negative headlines coming. Government shutdown, war, and who knows what else. So I expect the market to be very volatile. Like, we're going to see stocks just going up and down like crazy. But I think ultimately just buy the dip. So that's what I expect for October. October is going to be very volatile. So don't be surprised when you buy a stock and it drops like 10%, and then it rallies 20%, then it drops 10% again. Like that's what I would expect with all the headlines that are going to be hitting us. Damn, that sucks. Let's look at SPY. Red, barely red, holding on. I expect us to go sideways because everyone's anticipating news. And so, yeah. So I bought some dips, but at this point, today I'm just going to sit back. I'm already positioned. I'll just add more if it comes down on the plays that I'm in. Yeah, Sybil, man. Sybil's people, please, I'm on my knees. I'm on my knees right now. I should turn the camera on next time. I'll turn the camera on next time. But I'm on my knees begging you to buy Sybil right now. This is gonna explode. This is a stock that has a Palantir partnership. Look at this. It's a 00 penny stock with a Palantir partnership. A next generation defense technology company delivering disruptive innovation across unmanned aerial systems, Datron military communications, and global integrated services announces that today that we are partnering with Palantir. This thing is so undervalued, and once this gets discovered or talked on TV, it's gonna go. And look where it's at, under the purple line. So this is a buy, and I think it's going to be your last chance, because once this goes above 1 penny, some of you are going to be like, oh, I should have bought that. Oh, no, I missed out. And this is literally a stock that's less than a penny in the Department of Defense, or Department of War, I guess, that has a Palantir partnership. I don't think I need to say anything else. I think we're going to see a penny plus for a nice 200% and more. This is the big play for Q4. Giving it to you for free. Q4, big play, buy and hold for the swing. Take profit at 1 penny and 1.5, because that's where we went last time, 1.5. There's potential here for 200% plus. I think that's like the only big play that I have my eyes on. It's Sybil. Sybil is the big play here. If you want to grow your account fast, that's going to be the moneymaker. If you have an account like less than 15K, that's how you grow quick, buying those risky penny stocks that have government contracts. That's about it. I don't think I have anything else. If anyone has questions, let me know. I already made a video for the day, so because people in the Discord were asking, a lot of new members joined the Discord, and they're asking me like, oh, why do you do this, or why do you do that, why did you buy this? So I just wanted to explain, you need to budget your account, and you need to use social media responsibly. You know, don't let yourself be influenced so easily, because unfortunately a lot of people do. So let me see if I have any other questions I need to answer. Oh, yeah. So buying calls. Someone did ask me about buying calls. Let me see if I can... Buying calls. So calls are very easy to understand. Let me pull up the whiteboard. Let me record this. This is going to be a video as well. Let me start recording. And 3, 2, 1, and come on, give me the recording. It's not recording. It's recording. Okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stock Market Show. Shades Trades here. Let's talk about buying calls. So a lot of people don't know what buying calls means. So this is what buying calls means, okay? I'm going to explain it nice and easy. A call means you're betting that the stock will go up. When you buy a call, you need to pick a strike, expiration date, and that's it, I think, right? I don't think you need anything else at that point. So buying calls, the safest thing to do with buying calls is buying calls with the furthest expiration date. Furthest expiration date. And at the money, and at the money strike. So let me pull up Schwab here to show you what I mean. Yeah, trading options is easy if you can afford to buy the ones that are all the way, yeah, like what, 2 years out? Too many people, they buy options, but they buy like the really risky Wall Street Bets bullshit. Like they buy like 1,000 calls and then they blow up and post it on Wall Street Bets. Look at me, I'm a degenerate. They're like all proud. You guys know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm going to pull up my Schwab account here real quick. Let me just move it over. All right, so if you use Schwab, you're going to have an easy time with this. Let me just change some things around here. Okay, so here you go. So we have NVIDIA, right? Buy to open, right? Because you're going to buy to open an options contract. You're going to buy a call. So buy to open, buy one, NVIDIA, and you want to click here where it says the date, and you want to choose the one all the way at the bottom. So 1/21/2028. This means that this contract will expire on January 21st, 2028. So you got plenty of time on your side. What is that, like almost 2 years? You got a lot of time on your side. So that always buy the one all the way at the bottom. Always buy the one all the way at the bottom. And then this right here, the strike price, just leave it wherever it's at. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. Just leave it. Don't touch it. The only thing you should be touching is select action, buy to open, and then the date, scroll all the way down, pick the furthest date, and then you go to market and review order and submit your order. That's it. You just bought a call, and you sit on the position and you make $50 or $80 per move, depending. Well, it's at the money, so you're gonna make like $50 per dollar move. So you'll notice that this costs $5,375, right? $5,375. So a call cost $5,375, and it lets you control 100 shares of NVIDIA. If you were to buy 100 shares of NVIDIA outright on the market, it would cost you what, $18,500. So as you can see here, it's cheaper if you have a smaller account under 10K. It's much cheaper to buy an NVIDIA call for $5,000 versus buying 100 shares on the market, $18,500. So the cost that you pay is that you have an expiration date with the call. Calls expire. Shares do not expire. So that's the trade-off. The trade-off is yes, you get to control the 100 shares of NVIDIA, but it comes at the cost of, hey, your contract expires. And if it expires, you lose all your money. Whereas buying 100 shares on the market, it's going to be more costly, but the shares don't expire. So you can just hold them, forever if you want. So that's the trade-off. The trade-off is you have an expiration date. And if you're wrong, you blow up. If you're right, you make a lot of money. So it's technically, if you have a bigger account, obviously you're going to always have the safety net of being able to afford 100 shares of NVIDIA. But if smaller accounts, you kind of have to, buy the calls because they're cheap enough to be able to control the 100 shares without paying up $18,500, which is like triple the amount. So yeah, that's what a call is. So I'm just gonna review. A call is betting that the stock will go up. You need to pick a strike, expiration date, and that's it. Buy to open, and just scroll all the way down on the expiration date. Pick the furthest one out, 2028 in this case, and just don't touch the strike. Just leave the strike as it is. Don't touch it. Don't mess with it. Just leave it as it is. The most important thing is to buy time. And you get the benefit again of being able to control 100 shares of NVIDIA for a third of the cost, essentially. At the cost of you have a contract that can expire and you lose it all. So that there's a give and take, basically. And that's what it is. I just showed it to you. So I'll just buy to open. And then, yeah, step one, buy. I got to do like the dummy for dummies version. Step one, buy to open. Step two, what's step two? Furthest, scroll down on expiration date to the bottom and click. Got for dummies. Let me write that down. Options or calls for dummies 101. And then step three, enter order, and boom, that's it. You just bought a call, and yeah, you're either going to make a lot of money in the next 2020. By 2028, the stock has to move enough for you to make money, or you blow up. That's it. That's all there is to it. To keep it simple, I could get more technical, but that's like the simple version for dummies. That's it for the video. A lot of people have been asking me buying calls on NVIDIA. How do you do it? So here it is. Calls for Dummies 101. Maybe I'll make a 102, but I think this is the simplest version, so you don't end up on Wall Street bets blowing up your account, because those people are idiots. They go in with like 1,000 contracts or something, some bullshit like that. Like they buy like 200 contracts, and they expire, this week. And if it doesn't move in your favor in 1 week, buy money. So always buy the 2+ years of time on calls. Alright guys, that's it for the video. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Alright, let's go back to the markets. What's going on? NVIDIA breaking out. Woo! Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. We're up $400 on our NVIDIA calls. I'm not selling those calls, by the way. I'm not selling the NVIDIA calls. That would be stupid. If NVIDIA breaks out here and holds above it by end of day, we're going to see NVIDIA go to $200. And we're going to make like thousands of dollars on these calls. So I'm not selling them. I might even add more. I might average up, which I know sounds silly. But you want to average up on winners, guys. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Look at NUAI. NUAI. What do you want me to look at? Goddamn, that thing is... What do you want me to look at? Goddamn. That thing, it's at a top. It's not a buy. I would buy it maybe if it comes down to $1. Yeah, $1, because that's a nice round number. So wait for $1 if you want to buy this. But this is this already pumped huge. So that's all I got to say with regards to that. I'm going to go through the watch list real quick and see if there's any plays right now. Mara should come down lower. Yeah, don't buy that, Nick M. That's not a buy. Definitely not a buy. Let's see. Yeah, NVIDIA. We call that one so well. I hope it holds above it. If it comes back into the pattern, that would suck. Yeah, I don't think there's much opportunity in the markets. Quantum stocks should be dumping because they already ran huge. SoundHound trying to find support right now, so that one's I think it's a buy, but don't go big yet. Maybe buy 100 shares to start. Again, in a bull run, by the way, the purple line strategy, in a bull run, the stock is going to move away from the purple line, and it might be a while before it comes back down. But one thing's for sure is this is support right here. So Yeah, so it should find support here and bounce back to like 17 plus. So there's a play right here, right at the trend line support if you want to buy. I wouldn't go big though. You only want to go big if it's close to the purple line. I don't think I see anything else. We're kind of just red on some stocks. We're kind of not going anywhere on some of them. I think this whole week is just going to be kind of a dud. Just kind of eh. Yeah, I don't... I'm trying to see MSTR. MSTR pulling back. TSSI should pull back maybe to the purple line. So yeah, I expect a lot of pullbacks for now. And then we'll just keep buying. I don't think I'm not concerned about anything. Too many people, they get scared when stocks pull back. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? We need pullbacks to be able to buy cheap. I mean, I get it that you want it to go straight up, but pullbacks are going to happen. When pullbacks happen and you see red, you don't get scared. You get excited. What is the purple line? How do I add to TradingView? I don't know how to use TradingView, so I can't help you there. I've only ever used Moomoo and Schwab's charts, but Schwab got rid of their charts, so I had to move over to Moomoo. So I have no idea. But if you're using Moomoo indicators and then 200 weighted moving average, click plus, and then go to settings, and there you go. Change it to 200, confirm, boom, same purple line. I bought at 40s and sold at $1. So I sold it too early? Hell no, you sold it. You made 100% plus. What you talking about, boy? Nah. You can't be saying that. You should be happy. You should be happy. You have no idea. There's people that would kill for 150%. You should be content, man. Don't ever tell yourself, man, I sold too early. Because the mistake that people make is next time you're going to hold for longer and then it's going to drop 50% and you're going to be like, fuck, I should have sold. I was greedy. And now I have to sell for like 20% instead of 130%. I've seen that happen before. I've seen people be up like 300%. They're greedy. They want to hold for 10x. And then overnight it drops and it drops to break even. And they're like kicking themselves for not selling when they were up to 100%. I've seen that happen. You will not believe how many people don't take the 100% because they're so greedy. They want more. So, pat yourself on the back. You did not sell at the wrong time. You sold. If you made 100%, you're a winner already. Yeah, so that's it. I don't think I got anything else to say. Nvidia, Sybil are the big plays here. That's about it. Alright guys, my voice is tired from yelling, shouting, screaming. If you have any other questions, let me know. I'm going to give you a minute. If you have any questions to ask, I'm going to give you 1 minute and then I'm going to go drink some water. My Discord is not free. Patreon.com/shadesandtrades. I don't know why people want free shit, motherfucker. Shit ain't free. There's no free lunch. There's no free lunch. Everyone that has joined has to pay. Because I keep it real. I'm not going to be one of those fucking scammers. Hell no. So yeah, I'm going to end it there. Because I'm going to go take a shower. Later, I'm going to make coffee. Happy trading. Yep. Later, Nick, I'm going to go.